first let's know the basics of Python. So here we will be studying about the variables. So variables are used to store data. We can store a name, means string, integer, floating point number, or any boolean data type into our variable. Then there are common data types in Python, which are int, float, string, bool, list, tuple, dictionary. We will be going to study about these all things in upcoming video. So the third thing is input and output. So input, it is a function which we use to take the input from user, and second function is the print, which is used to print the output onto the screen. So these are the two built-in functions provided by the Python. Then operators. So there are multiple types of operators, such as arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators. So arithmetic operators are addition, subtraction, which is used for addition, subtraction, multiplication. Comparison operators are used to compare the two numbers, and logical operators. Then if else, so here it is a conditional statement. So there are two conditional types of conditional statement: if else and if else. So we'll be studying about this in the upcoming video. So there are only two types of loops in Python. First is for loop and second is a while loop. Python doesn't contain the do while loop in it. So as we know, the functions like built-in functions such as print and input, Python, we can also create user-defined functions in Python apart from the built-in functions. Then just let's focus on why to use Python. So it is easy to learn language, it has high performance, huge community, and there are multiple career opportunities in Python. It is used in AI, web development, data science, and more. So let's start learning the Python for beginner from scratch. So let's now first learn how to install Python and also how to use Python in VS Code. So there are two options. You can also use the Python compiler. Like if you are downloading the Python compiler, then you can directly use the Python ideally to run the Python code. But I am here using the Visual Studio Code and running my Python code. So first of all, for like VS Code, you can install the Python extension from the extension board of VS Code. But I am you can see I'm doing here. So I'm just clicking on this extension board and then I'm downloading it. So you can just search so Python like compiler and you can download it from there. And then download the code runner. So I just here created one folder naming TechTaught. Then I'm just searching here for the Python extension and code runner. So here this is the code runner that I'm going to use. It is very important to have a code runner. So I'm just installing it. So I have installed it already. So if you didn't install it, so please install it now and then just type Python. You can run your code from this compiler also, but I'm just having the Python compiler in my machine. So I'm just downloading that Python compiler from the Google like Chrome, and then I'm just installing it and I will be using it. But if you don't want to install it, then you can also install directly the this Python compiler and run your code. So basically this is the thing. You can see I'm downloading it, but here now I am creating my file first.py. so first is the name of my file and py is extension. So whenever you are creating a code, like writing your code, you will have to name your file with the dot that extension. Suppose I am using HTML, I'm writing the code of HTML, so I will have to do like first.html. Suppose my file is a text file, then I will have to use txt extension at the end of my file. So here the extension of Python is .py. So I'm just created that. So today we'll be learning in this video about the print function. Like output, input, then if else conditions in this part of video. And in the next part of video we will be focusing on the loops and the data structures, the basic data structures, which are tuples, list, set and dictionary. So this is it. So today we will be focusing on the print function, like printing the output, taking the input from user, and if else statement in the Python. So this is a very important part of the Python course, because this will mainly focus on the the basics of Python. So here I'm just using one print function. I'm printing the hello world. So what is meant by print? So I have already told you that is a print is the function. It is a built-in function which prints our output onto our screen. So you can see it just printed hello world onto our screen. So let's just print TechTaught, and let's see if it is a printing or not. So yeah, you can see it is printed hello world, and on the next line it printed the TechTaught. So if you have already learned any programming language, you will know that no programming language prints the output line by line. So if I used like print first, then Python is the only language which prints the next output on the our next line. So if you will be wondering that what is the hash, so hash, it is a single line comment. So whenever we want to do a comments in a Python, we just uses the hash, and it is a single line comment. So hash is used for the single line comment. It is a part of a video which will be not printed in our output. So this comment, it is a multi-line comments. So here I am taking a multiple lines and I am commenting that multiple lines, so it is called as a multi-line comments. So there are two types of comments in any programming language: single line comment and multi-line comments. So single line comments in Python is done by doing the hash thing, and the multi-line comments are done by doing the three like quotes. So the three quotes we will be doing. Then this is the input. So how to take input in Python is like it is used by input function. So we will be printing, we will be using the input function, printing some statement under it, and we'll be assigning that value to the my n variable, and I'm just going to print that n variable. So you can see I was just running it from the output thing. You should run it from the terminal. Go to the your assigned folder, then type Python and your file name, like python first.py, then it will automatically run. So you can see here it is printed hello world TechTaught, enter a number. So I entered the 78, and the 78 my number is printed. So any data, like whenever we are printing some statements, or whenever we are assigning a particular value to our variable, so that value is always assumed that it is a string. So everything is assumed as a string in Python. So there is one thing, it is a type conversion, which is known as a type conversion. So we can convert our type of our data to the another type. So here I am just converting it. You can convert it using the int function. So you can see, so there are multiple data types like string, then integer, decimal, so then boolean also. So this is only considered as a all the data types, all the data is considered as a string. So you can see in upcoming things, like I just created like I just typed first, I was taking input, that input was printing as a type string, but when I converted it into the integer, then it was printing as a integer. So type, it is also a built-in function which prints the type of our data type. So this is the thing you can see now. So whenever I typed 67, it was printing as it is a string. Then I just type converted it. You can see how I converted that type. So here you can see my type of variable is converted. So this is a whole thing for like what is comment, then how to take input, like how to print output, then what is the data types in Python, and then how to convert it, like basics of type conversion we have seen in this part of video. So let's now focus on if else. So we have completed print thing, we have completed input, then let's see if else thing. So let's move on to that. So we are now doing the if else statements in a Python. So if else is a conditional statement which is used to check the condition before printing any output. So I'm just commenting whole this part that should not be printed, and I'm just going to use if else statement. So what is the syntax of the if else? So if condition semicolon print output. In other programming language we use curly braces to do the block of code, but here Python prefers the indentation, so we just uses the semicolon, sorry, not the semicolon, we uses the colon, and then we print the R statement. So you can see I just inputted one number, and then I'm just checking the number is positive or negative. So I'm first using if else. So if my number is greater than 0, then print it is a positive number, else print it is a negative. So you can see it will be like, suppose this is the basics of if else. So there are only two statements, but suppose if I wanted the multiple conditions like if also, so we uses the elif thing after if. So if after if we uses the elif condition, and then we will just check the condition like elif my num is equals to 0, then print my number is 0, else like my number is negative, whatever it is. So I'm just printing it, and let's check the output, like what it will be printing on my screen. So here I'm just running my code. So again I run it on the output, don't run it on output, run on the terminal. So python first.py, run that file, enter number, I entered it 67, so it is a positive number. Okay, so this is how the else if else elif statements work. So today we have seen a print, then input, then if else. So in the next part of the Python full course for beginners, we will be seeing about the loops, then the basic data structures like list, tuples, state, and dictionary. So this is it for today's video. We will be continuing our remaining part in the next part of this video. Till then, take care, tata, and bye bye. See you in the next video.